Bucko's Bounties. Yo, Bucko, it's Zero. Come back to you with another figure review. Today we have the... I'm surprised I even have this in hand, honestly. I really thought this was going to be an April Fool's joke, but we have the Star Wars Black Series Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you right now. This went up on literally midnight on April 1st, and I was like, this has to be an April Fool's joke. But I was over watching Nerd IRL's April Fool's live stream. Go check that one out. And this guy named Mike, he actually popped in the live stream. He was like, hey, you guys picking up the Boba Fett tomorrow? And we were like, we got it on order from places. And he's like, no, seriously, it's like up on, he's like, it's up for a store pickup right now. I'm like, this has to be an April Fool joke. So me and Nerd IRL ordered it, and we went to the store, and this is no joke. We got the Boba. So definitely was not even expecting to have this in hand right now, so this is a pleasant surprise. It was a very nice April Fool's gift. Now, I know you guys have seen a million freaking Boba Fett reviews this week, because everyone's getting theirs from Amazon and Target apparently, but I kind of want to do something different now. You're going to notice right out of the box, he is going to have a problem with his helmet. Everyone knows that by now, so I want to try to fix that. And I also want to try to tell you guys the difference, if you don't know, between the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett and the Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett. Because if you don't know the difference, it's going to be helpful, because you're probably confused of like why. So yeah. Anyways, this is the Star Wars Black Series Return of the Jedi Deluxe Boba Fett. This thing is looking freaking sick. I am loving this packaging. Now, it was weird. It's somehow they knew that me and Nurk were like, because somehow they knew they only had two available. It was one for me and one for Nurk. We got really lucky at our store, and they somehow gave me the like they're about to hand me one with the like normal box, but they ended up taking it back and be like, oh, this is not for you, this is for Nurk. And then they handed me the one with the damage box. I'm like, well, I'm kind of mad about that, but at the same time I know that's going to Nurk, so he's going to appreciate that more. It was a really weird coincidence. It was almost like April Fool's. So like, I swear to God, they like pulled it away from me. Like, I swear to God, say April Fool's. Like, you don't have to juke me. I'm already here to say April Fools. But yeah, anyways, this packaging is looking sweet. He's looking really nice. I'm loving the paint apps here too. But yeah, love the green Return of the Jedi side of the packaging. Got your Boba Fett, and he is number 6 in the Return of the Jedi line, and he's gonna stand next to number 5, which is Han Solo here. Bam. That's looking sweet right there. Very cool. Yeah, back of the box, number 6, and it says Boba Fett with his customized Mandalorian armor, deadly weaponry, and silent demeanor. Boba Fett was one of the most feared bounty hunters in the galaxy. Yep, he is definitely famous for a reason, and it's pretty much just from him looking badass. But yeah, I'm glad they finally gave Boba Fett his moment to shine in The Mandalorian, so that's freaking awesome. Yeah, I love the portrait here, side of the box, green stripe. My camera has been looking funky lately. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's been up with my camera lately, but it's been like off color. It's really weird. But anyways, this Boba looking badass, so let's go ahead and get him out of the packaging. Hey, and before we actually dive right in this figure, you already know he has a major problem, which, yeah, that's freaking ridiculous. Look how bad that is. Just side by side comparison on the helmet. Look how bad that is. So I'm going to try to do this on camera so you can see it, because I've only heard that you can do this, so we're going to go ahead and pop that in there. According to sources, you should just be able to pop his head right into here, leave it in there for a second. Some people said that it fixed itself. If it doesn't fix itself, we're going to go ahead and try to push it back. But dunk the Boba. God, this is such a chore. I hate the, like, I'm really hating that I'm having to do this with the Black Series figure. This is ridiculous. I'm really just, it's definitely how they packaged it. I just don't understand, like, this is a character that should not have been packaged this way, because you know people love this character, so you should have made sure that this was not going to happen. You knew. You should have known. You messed it up. Yeah, but I think that's looking good. So you can either do what I just did with the warm water and dunk it and just kind of squish it back into place, or you can use a hair dryer and then dip it into cold water afterwards. It should work. But I think that's good-ish. I don't know. Maybe it's just because this is wide here. It's good. It's fine. If I really have a problem with it, I'll just edit it. I'll just mess with it later. But I'm kind of getting tired of these new head molds with Hasbro. It's just like, if you're gonna do a removable helmet, just let it be removable. I don't want to have to freaking fix every single one of my figures all the time, because this is like the second or third figure that has had this problem. But anyways, besides that one problem, I really gotta say that the rest of the figure is looking sweet. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get him into accessories. I think his helmet's looking good. If not, I can go ahead and mess around with it later, but it's looking a lot better than when it was switched. So we're gonna go ahead and get straight into his accessories, and oh boy, where do I start here? We're gonna start with the jetpack. Yep, jetpack. I absolutely love this. This is so freaking cool. Look at how dope this is. Now he's painted super nicely, but just everything, like, yeah, his painting is on point, this figure, but oh my gosh, this jetpack, I love it. Now, I know a lot of people are complaining about this yellow, but hold on, give me a second. I think it looks okay. I think it should be a darker yellow, with this kind of lemon yellow. It doesn't really bother me, but I know it bothers a lot of people. I actually kind of like it. It's not horrible. So this is okay, but this jetpack is freaking awesome. This isn't our first Boba Fett jetpack, but this is definitely the coolest one because of a couple reasons. So first off, bam, you get the missile. So yeah, you can finally have a removable missile. I've been waiting for a feature like this on a Boba Fett forever. Now there might have been one, but this is so freaking cool. Like just having the rocket there, oh my gosh, that's freaking awesome. So now you can finally almost have your rocket firing Boba Fett. Yeah, doing a custom with that would be sick, but yeah, that's freaking dope. I love that. Why do I have a t-shirt cannon? Also featuring on this jetpack are these turnable, now these are going to be a little squished out of the packaging too, but they're not that bad. These do turn. I would say be a little careful with these, because I think they could pop out and break. Not sure, but yeah, these are pretty stiff in there. Yeah, these, I really like that a lot, that they can turn. You can also plug in these fire piece effects, and these are super nicely done. Like, they didn't, I thought at first these are going to just be some Marvel Legend effects, but I think these are I'm pretty sure these are completely new pieces, and they look phenomenal. And those go ahead and just pop right in there. Now I wouldn't just stick them in like that, because this piece is going to pop off most likely, so just hold it here, pop that on, boom. Yeah, that's freaking awesome. Whoosh. That's freaking cool. Now I wanted to test out another thing too. Is this gonna work with the Marvel Legends effects? Ah, damn it. No, it does not. That's really unfortunate. Wow. It looks like they're on the same peg, but they're not. And I was really hoping for that, because the Django did. I was really hoping for that for custom reasons, but whatever. That's not horrible. Yeah, I mean, it does come with the effect pieces, so you wouldn't need it anyways. But I was kind of hoping for it for personal reasons. But yeah, that's freaking dope. So again, like every Boba, you can go ahead and just slot that into the back here. Bam. Oh man, that looks awesome. Yeah, this is always, everyone loves the Empire Strikes Back Boba, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I always loved how the Return of the Jedi had the mixed match backpack, or the mixed match jetpack. So that's freaking dope. Speaking of effect pieces, he also comes with this flamethrower effect that goes ahead on his gauntlet right here, I believe. Correct? Right here? Yeah. Am I tripping? Oh yeah, right here. Duh. That should be able to peg. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Oh my gosh, that's... Dude, that is so freaking cool. Holy crap. Yeah, just from playability alone, this is definitely a deluxe figure. Yeah, I'm not really digging how this is like bending down, so It is definitely gonna bend down over time, but that's really freaking cool. Yeah, probably gonna display him like freaking awesome. For his other wrist, you have this kind of grappling hook piece. I'm really not digging this, but it's here. It's not like great or anything. This came in the packaging like this. Is it gonna go back on? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know with this piece. I'm not really digging it. Cool thing is this kind of like pops up so you can kind of, I don't know. But it's not long enough to wrap around Luke or anything. Like let's find out. Yeah, I feel like this could have been longer because I mean it doesn't even like store anywhere on Boba Fett, so I mean you might as well have had the link through it. Yeah, you can get one pass around Luke. So that's a little disappointing. Whatever. And then getting into his last two accessories. See, it comes with this EE3. This thing is looking really nice, kind of rusty and stuff. I don't remember it being this like rusty looking, but this is super nicely painted in detail. I'm really digging that. That's freaking cool. But yeah, that's super dope. Then compared to Empire Strikes Back Blaster, which is a little dusty. I didn't even notice that these two are completely different blasters. But oh my gosh, I just love the Western kind of revolver look. It's just like, oh, this is a rifle, and it's gonna be badass looking. But yeah, this is definitely the more well-known of the two, I would assume, because this thing is badass. This is probably one of the coolest weapons in Battlefront. Yeah, I love this. This is really nicely done. Digging that. That should fit in his hand relatively well. Oh yeah, this is fine. Oh yeah, that's looking really sick. And then his other accessory I've kind of been sidetracking is another one of the EE3 blasters, but this one is actually done to the point where this is Luke slashing it, and it's my camera is still being wacky, so you can't really tell, but this has a really nice yellow paint app on it, making it look like it gets slashed. I don't really know if this was necessary, but it's cool to have. I mean, I'm definitely gonna try to get a picture of Luke slashing this thing. This thing is freaking cool. Boba Fett, where? That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool play feature. Yeah, that's gonna make some good photos for someone. That's dope. Rest in peace, one of the coolest blasters in existence. Anyways, I think that's it for the accessories. So let's go ahead and dive straight into this figure. And we are going to point out a couple of the differences along the way. So, because I kind of wanted this to be like an ultimate review of Boba Fett, because you've seen like 8 reviews by now, so wouldn't be surprised if this video ends up being 30 minutes long. So yeah, you already saw the differences between the blasters, so we're going to go ahead and just point out the accessory differences too. He does not come with this smaller blaster, and he also does not have a holster for it, and I'll get into that later. But yeah, starting up here with the helmet, they should be the same width. So main difference between the helmet, especially the mold, this has a face underneath and this one doesn't. Yeah, but you're gonna notice right away that this is a lot thinner, his rangefinder. That goes ahead and bam. So that's really cool. I'm glad they finally added a Boba with that, because I would have liked to see an updated Empire Strikes Back one with that, because that's really the only time I remember him using that. So that's cool. That definitely means that we are getting a Mandalorian Boba Fett at some point. And then you'll notice on the helmet there, the weathering, you notice all around the greens on both figures are completely different. So on the helmet you still have the red basically, but the weathering on the helmet is different. Every Boba Fett figure is going to have different weathering in Black Series, I noticed. Yeah, I don't think any 2 Boba Fetts are the same, but the weathering here is really nicely done. And now you'll notice too, the paint effect here is, I really like how the silvering here is, but on this one it's a bigger dent and more silver. I don't know which one I like more. Side of the helmet you have your marks. You have your yellow one that's for like revenge, and then this one, the red, that's for honoring your father or whatever. I can't remember the actual meaning, but that's really freaking cool. You can probably go ahead and look up the meaning and see what it means, but really cool. I don't remember if it was like that in... I don't remember if it was actually like that in Return of the Jedi or not, but it's a cool detail. And then you got silver on the side here, green here. Back of the helmet, you got this kind of like olive green versus this darker green here, which is more kind of, it's not even the same green as the chest piece, yeah. 50 different greens. And then now that we're at the back of the helmet, let's get this out of the, or we'll just take the rocket off. These very nice vents right here. These are really nicely done. Silver is really nicely done on this figure compared to where it's red here for the vents. Yellow here on the side instead of silver. I don't know. I didn't realize there was that big of a difference between movies. But yeah, that's cool. That's cool. And getting into the jetpack, of course, you have the completely different color scheme jetpack. But besides that, they are pretty much the same jetpack between movies, just different colors. Obviously. And then you get your cloth goods cape on the Empire Strikes Back one. You only get the rubber cape here, so that's kind of unfortunate. Popping off the back here, bam, bam. You get better silvering on the Empire Strikes Back one, but whatever. Take a look at his ass, pretty much the same everything. These are done in red though, the belt here, so that's interesting. And then the main go-to that I try to see besides the jetpack, the main differences that I try to look for to try to spot which version of Boba we're dealing with is the belt. That's how you can tell immediately. If he has the pouches on the belt, he is Empire Strikes Back. If he does not have the pouches on the front of the belt, he is Return of the Jedi. And you also notice this is red. I don't know if that's... yeah, that's a more red color. That's pretty sick how they captured that. I'm really digging that. Looks really good. And then these side armor pieces, very nice weathering. They try to keep, you could tell they try to keep like the same weathering, but yeah, I'm definitely liking how they did the shoulder piece there. Very nice. It's going to help with articulation a bit. And then my biggest thing about this figure is that they finally fixed these stupid wiring, so that is going to help so much with articulation. Or it should help so much with articulation because now they're on a separate piece. Or not. Yeah, but they are on a separate piece, so that should help a ton with articulation. We'll see though. We will see. But it's definitely going to get more range all around. Maybe not up, but definitely all around. We'll talk about that in a minute. Bam. He has tassels here. These tassels are inner brown versus the like black and silver here. And they are a new mold as well. So yeah, everything on here is pretty much a new mold. Then down to the... yeah, and then his undersuit all around is more of a lighter gray, so not too bad. His gauntlets are in a brown versus the green here. His crotch piece is the same, but this one looks a lot nicer. I really like all the battle damage on this one a lot better. They all look a lot better. The chest piece, this is more of like a rubbery like underlay. This is hard plastic, so yeah, you can definitely tell when I can press down on it. This one doesn't give it all, so that's gonna be a bitch for customs. Maybe I don't want to do customs with this one, but okay. Yeah, and then shoulder, bam. I can't remember what the symbol's called, but that's sick. It's looking super clean here. Holy crap! This is the archive version too. Look at the difference that like 2 years makes. That's freaking awesome. Getting down on the knees. These knee pads are their own separate thing. Oh man, we don't have double jointed knees. Rest in peace. That's probably the one thing you have over this figure. And Then you got your tool belt, which I think that looks better on the Empire Strikes Back one. And then the feet look so much better on the Return of the Jedi one. It's not even funny. And yeah, so when you're looking at Boba Fett versus when you're looking at Empire Strikes Back Boba versus Return of the Jedi Boba, and you want to spot the differences quickly, if you can't see the jetpack, look at the belt. So Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. Then look at the gauntlets, and then look at the jetpacks. Alright, and I think that's about it. Actually, hold on, I want to see if this works. It does not work. But and I want to say that's about it in terms of details on this figure. So hopefully this should help you figure out the difference between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi really well. Just remember the belt. That's the main one. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get into the articulation. So yeah, so the neck is on a separate piece. It's going to be a free moving thing. Goes up into a ball joint at the head. Look up that far, down that far. So not the best up, but it's there. My neck is like messed up. And rangefinder, bam, bam. Super nice. I'm digging that rangefinder. Nurk is going to love that. Then you got bam, bam. These move out of the way so you can get your articulation here. And this is an undersuit, so I wonder if they're going to make one where this just comes off. I don't know. But anyways, you got a bam butterfly joint. And that's kind of hinder. I almost don't like. It almost doesn't really help because of this rubber. So that's unfortunate. But it is there. It helps a little bit. Oh, okay, yeah, it definitely helps a little bit. That's cool. And I'm getting liquid, so you have water in here now from earlier. And then you are on this shoulder, so it's kind of like a weird like double elbow. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, these are on a separate swivel, so these are gonna not break when you freaking try to articulate them, hopefully. So that's freaking cool. So that's gonna help a bunch with articulation. I just wish it went up a little more. So that was my biggest thing, is like, please just allow us to go up a little more. But yeah, besides that, you're gonna get a whole ton of like you can actually do that around without breaking the thing now, so that's freaking cool. Same thing the other side. Obviously a lot better with the articulation here because you don't have the ropes. Like, holy crap, that is freaking awesome. And you do have Gauntlet Swivels. Holy crap. Is that on both sides? Yep, Gauntlet Swivels on both sides. And this is a deluxe figure, so I'd hope so. But freaking hope so. Yeah, I sure hope it does. Then your wrist bolt, this one goes up and down for aiming purposes. It's on a hinge swivel. This one goes left and right for flamethrower purposes. Wow. That's looking really nice. You got a ball joint at the torso. Your legs go forward that far, back not that much. Thigh swivels. Got your single jointed knee, and this is on a separate, or this is a separate piece, so you can kind of get that out of the way. It's not really going to hinder anything. Freaking dope. Same thing with the other side. Then you got a hinge at the ankle and a forward-facing pin for rockers. Let's go ahead and get into the 360 view of this badass.
Feel my body growing, my bones have started glowing. The time has come for showing, that'll shape you up and work you out. The party feels exciting, my soul is synthesizing. This whole place is jumping. Get on up, let's hear you shout. Live tonight, you gotta move it, so you gotta feel the heat. Live tonight, you gotta move it, so you gotta feel the beat. Live tonight, you gotta move it, so you gotta feel the heat. See my moves are flowing. This beat's not easy going. My limits are unknowing. I can shake you up and wear you out. Come on, let's get grooving. Your body should be moving. In time you'll be proving that you can step it up and reach out. Live tonight, you gotta move, so you gotta feel the heat. Live tonight, you gotta move, so you gotta feel the beat. Live tonight, you gotta move, so
Now it's time to show them off next to some other figures. So of course here's two residents of two of our heroes from Jabba's palace. We got the Han Solo Frozen in Carbonite, and we got Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight. And here he is next to Bespin Han and Empire Strikes Back Boba, and he is slightly shorter. That's kind of weird, but whatever. And here he is next to Vader and the new Stormtrooper. And as always, here he is next to Luke Skywalker Squawker and Old Left. I definitely do think Hasbro went above and beyond on this one because he's a deluxe figure, and while I do think that you should just get accessories without having to pay, you know, $30 for all the stuff that came with this, I do gotta say they went above and beyond with this one, and I'm super happy with how he turned out. Now, yeah, I'm not the biggest fan with having to do some DIY with the helmet, so that's annoying, and I'm sure if you're buying this in the future and you're opening him, you're going to be more annoyed because that thing has been pressed down for months, years, whatever. But yeah, he's a really damn good figure. I'm sure they're going to re-release him on the Return of the Jedi card back or something. He's going to get re-released again. So if you missed this release somehow, which honestly you need to pick this up, because yeah, I've always loved Return of the Jedi Boba look, and I feel like he just always gets shafted because of Empire Strikes Back Boba, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you know, I want blue jetpack Boba. I want the blue jetpack. It looks badass. It's just like, it's something else to look at, you know? It's really good looking, and they definitely did a good job with this one. So alright, good luck finding him, you guys, and as always, you can bring him in warm or you can bring him in cold. Thanks for watching, and good hunting.